Life on Yarn. My name's Tina. Right now it is Monday. I did start this scarf last Friday and I need it to be finished by this Friday. If you've been here before, you might be, wait a minute Tina, aren't you on a quest to finish as many of your WIPs as possible? And somehow instead you cast on a new project? Yes. The thing is, I have a work event in about 2 weeks and I have this outfit put together and I just wanted to have something knitted to go with it. And I thought a cute little scarf would be just the perfect thing. And I was like, okay, I have finished a lot of projects in the last 3 weeks, so it is okay to cast on something new for a change. But we're keeping it at that. We're not going to cast on anything else new until I move. I promise. The shawl that I'm making is the Emily shawl. It's from this publication and I think it's also the one that is on the cover. Because there are two versions. One where you take the yarn simple and one where you double it up. And I choose to do the one where it's double because I just prefer the look. And I am using the original yarn. So this is Cashmere Extra Lace by Lang Yarns. I've already wound it in a ball and like put the two strands of yarn together to just make it more of a portable project instead of having two balls and they kind of tangle, etc. in my bag. Normally this is everything I need. It's just two balls held and then like holding them double. I started the scarf down there. So you start a scarf here with like about 5 or 6 stitches. And then you just do increases on every row. So you do increases on the right side rows, but also on the wrong side rows to get this really like shallow triangle shawl. And this is a shape that I really like. And even the lace pattern, it might look a little bit complicated, but seriously, it's actually pretty easy to knit. I have to pay attention just to like not forget like doing a decrease or a yarn over or something, but the rhythm itself, it's always the same. I just have to pay attention a little bit on the border. And the thing is also, right now I'm just doing normal edge stitches, and then in the end, once you have finished the whole lace section, you actually add a garter stitch border all around the scarf. So I think the one that is on the longest side, you directly knit it on while you still have all the stitches on the needles, and then for the two other sides you have to pick up the stitches and knit it, but we're not there yet. I think right now, I mean, I've done quite a bit of work, but I think I still have to increase about 100 stitches before I finish the lace section, and even with increasing 2 stitches on every row, that's still kind of 50 rows, and obviously they will get longer and longer, so I'm definitely not halfway through yet, but we're working on it. Before I leave for my work trip tomorrow. So the question is my shawl finished? Short answer, no. I did quite a bit of progress. Actually, since I last saw you, I did finish the whole lace section. So I was here last time. It doesn't look like a lot. I only added like about this in terms of depth, but the shawl has become really wide. So it was still a lot of work. And so as I said, I finished the lace section. Now what I have to do is the garter stitch border all around. And the way it is written in the pattern, you actually do first a garter stitch just on the live stitches and actually continue the increases. And then you bind those off and you pick up stitches on the rest of the triangle and do the garter stitch border there. So that's what I'm going to do. I have this much yarn left, so I haven't weighed it. It doesn't feel like that much. I do hope that I have enough. Pattern is written to be knit with just 2 balls, so I feel like I am going to do the border at the top kind of the shawl, and then I just see how much yarn I have left for the 2 other borders. Maybe I'll do them a little thinner than they are in the pattern. We'll see. But maybe it's also, I mean, it is a very fine yarn, so I think I still have quite a few meters on here. As I said, I'm leaving on my work trip tomorrow, but I still have a few days until the event or the day when I actually want to wear this. So I'm definitely going to be able to finish it. But the thing is, I will have to block it in a hotel room. So we're going to see how that is going to turn out. I mean, I have packed my travel steamer because I think I'm probably not going to actually like wet it completely in water, but just kind of try to bring it into shape with a steamer, because it will also dry much quicker, because I've got no idea like how the temperature and the humidity will be in the hotel room and how many hours or days before I want to wear it I will actually finish it. So I just feel like with a steamer I have like more options and more flexibility. And then I'm also just going to pack my blocking wires. I'm not going to take any blocking mats, and I think there are some pins in here, but I'm mainly taking it for the wires because I don't feel, or I'm not sure if I will have any possibility to actually pin it. But I feel like with just 3 wires on the 3 sides, and maybe even putting some weight like shoes or something on the ends of the wires, and then go over it with a steamer, I hope that I will be able to kind of open up the lace enough that it looks nice, and then I can always like block it for real once I get back. But yeah, that's the plan with my Emily scarf, and I will keep you posted, I think. The day after the fair, and I did get a little bit of knitting in, but seriously a lot less than I was like optimistically thinking. So no, my shawl isn't finished, but I did make some progress, because I think last time I was checking in I was still working on the top border of the shawl, so that is done. I picked up the stitches on the long side, so not only do I have way too much stitches on the needle, but I'm also in the middle of a row, so it's a bit difficult to show you. But I have done a few rows here, but I still have a little bit to do. So yeah, I didn't really reach my goal of finishing it to wear it at the fair, but at least we still have like a 5-6 hour drive home, so I think I should be able to finish it, because I mean, it would have been nice to wear it for the fair, but also I'm so close to finishing it, I just want to do it so I can then wear it for other occasions. And also it's a project of my needles, because like this is the one I cast on, even though really I want to be finishing my projects, so it really makes sense to finish this as fast as possible. So it's not a new whip I add to my pile, but it's actually just a project that came in and is now going out of my like active projects again. Normally I'm really good at this, like just starting projects and then never finishing them, but I do feel like just the fact of recording everything that I'm doing, it does help me hold myself accountable better and actually getting things done. I finished my freestyle sweater in the very first video of this series, but my cardigan, like the fluffy purple one where I just had to sew on the buttons, I actually finished this in the last video. So not only am I finishing my projects, but I'm actually also wearing them, so I'm really happy about this. Let me check in with you later once I actually have a finished shawl, and hopefully I'm home, because like I really wanted to like sleep in a little bit today, but I just woke up at like 6:30 like all the mornings, And I mean, I did stay in bed a little bit, but it's just not the same when it's not your own bed. So I'm definitely happy to go home now. My Emily shawl is done and I'm so happy about it. As you can see, I finished the whole lace section. I've got the garter like border at the top and then also the garter stitch border at the bottom. I finished the knitting in the car on the way back, and then I kind of washed it and blocked it yesterday. I've woven in the end, so it is all finished now. I can finally wear it like now that the fair is done. But yeah, I'm still happy that it is done now. Seriously, it took way longer than I thought it would. Like, not necessarily the pattern or the knitting itself, like the pattern is very clear and it's not super complicated to knit, but I just wasn't in the right mindset to actually knit on it, because I think I kind of underestimated of just how exhausting the fair always is, like mentally but also physically. So like most evenings I would just get back to the hotel room, go to sleep, and then kind of try to push out the alarm as far as I could before I had to get up and have breakfast and get going. So I just really didn't have time to knit while I was there. But all in all, I mean, I am happy with the result. It was not the ideal point in time to actually start a project and work on it, but I mean, it's done now, it's off my needles, so that's good. And that also means I can go back to actually working on the whips that have been on my needles for longer and get a few more of those finished before I move, because my move is coming very, very fast now. I feel like I still have so much to do and I have so many projects I want to finish. So we'll see how far I actually will get before I have to put even the last whips into boxes and pack them up to move. But until then, I still want to keep going, because I also feel like with all the moving stuff I have to do, it's also just nice to still have some knitting projects and like something that I really enjoy doing, and taking this time for myself, because I feel like a move can always get very stressful, and I do try to kind of be organized but also not like stress myself too much about it, and I feel like just working on some projects really helps with that. But let's leave it here for this video, and I will see you in the next one, where I think I want to finish some of my summer knits from last year, so I can then hopefully soon cast on some new ones for this year and maybe finish them this year for a change and not next year.